Hey, what's going on? This is birthdaysk, and you are watching Cinemac, presented to you by Coughouse. So before we get started, I just want to introduce what we're doing today. It's a series called Look Back On, where we look back on movies, or a series of movies, or a TV show, or any kind of thing like that. And really, I thought, what's a more perfect intro to something like this than Naruto. So we're gonna break it down in arcs. We're gonna do like the Land of Waves, Chunin Exam, Sasuke Rescue arc, like all of it. With that said, episode 4 of Cinemac, a look back on Naruto, a Land of Waves. So we get into the beginning of the show, beginning of the story, and we were introduced to this character that's Naruto. He has a demon fox inside of him. He got that put into him when he was a baby. Everybody knows that he has that spirit inside of him, so they hate him. So he lives alone because his parents were killed at some point in history. He has an apartment. He lives like a 22-year-old dude, and he's like 12 or something like that. But that's who we meet. That's the situation. And in the midst of his trouble and stuff, we come to be introduced to a character named Iruka Sensei. And Sensei is basically just like a word for teacher. And he's kind of like Naruto's father figure. He's one of the only people who cares about Naruto to any degree. But that's his boy, you know what I'm saying? They spend time at Ichiraku Ramen. I think I said that right. If I didn't, don't trip on that. Shout out to the ramen man. But that's his father. That's his partner. That's his bro. We come to find out that there's a scroll that teaches somebody how to clone themselves. Shadow clone jutsu. But it's forbidden. That's an OP jutsu. Like you're making a whole clone of yourself. It can disappear if you like stabbed it or hit it hard enough. But that don't matter because that's a clone that can still hurt you. So Naruto goes and he steals it. Folks get upset. And there's an evil sensei who's like Iruka sensei. He doesn't have Naruto's best interest at heart. And he kind of fills Naruto's head with, yeah, they don't rock with you, gang. They hating on you, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like he's hyping him up with the bad energy. So Iruka's like, no, bro, that's my little homie. Chill out. He has a little scuffle with the evil sensei. And the evil sensei gets the better of him because, you know, evil be winning sometime. He gets to the point where he starts monologuing.
He starts monologuing.
But in the monologue, he starts to shit on Naruto. And while he's saying all that, he's saying stuff like, didn't he kill your parents, idiot? He's a beast. He's a monster. He ain't nothing. The beast inside Naruto killed Iruka's parents. So him rocking with Naruto is a strong statement. Iruka hears bro saying all that, and Naruto hears it, and he's like sad and da-da-da-da. And then Iruka says, you're right. And Naruto is torn up like, oh my God, you hate me too. But then Iruka says some hard shit like, yeah, you right, but he a real ass nigga, and I'm gonna stand beside him. And Naruto hears him, and Naruto's like crying, you know what I'm saying? Naruto's like, oh my God, I knew you was a gangster. I knew you was my OG. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. And then when the evil sensei is finna kill Iruka, Naruto pops up, and he drops like the hardest line ever. He goes crazy. He makes like 500 clones of himself, maybe 1,000 clones of himself, and all 500 beat the dog out the evil sensei. The evil sensei looks folded up into cherries and nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how the show starts. That's what we get introduced to. And then after that, we get introduced to characters like Sakura. We get introduced to characters like Kakashi and Rock, you know, like all them other guys. But we get introduced to a character whom I feel is perfect for the show, perfect for Naruto. And that character is...
My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I hate a lot of things, and I don't particularly like anything.
But we're introduced to him. When they met all the other kids and they were in class, Naruto had such a rivalry with Sasuke that he was getting all up in his face. And he like, to the point where Naruto like squatted on top of the desk in front of this man. And something happened that pushed Naruto forward. He ends up kissing Sasuke. Nothing that happens after that beats that part of the show. We're introduced to Sakura. We're introduced to Kakashi, who would then go on to be Team 7. But before Kakashi wants to take these kids on, Kakashi goes on to tell them, you got to pass my bell test. The bell test is basically Kakashi got 2 bells, and he's like, okay, boom, y'all tried to take these from me. And they tried to take it from him. We see Sasuke give a good try, but you're a child. There's no way you're taking these bells from me. Naruto, ambition, but you're not skilled. And Sakura, you can't keep up. Sorry to tell you. And Sasuke and Sakura, because I guess they did the best. Kakashi gives Sasuke and Sakura 2 like bowls of food and says, okay, this is lunch. But because Naruto was the worst, Naruto's ass, he doesn't eat. Y'all eat. and we'll try it again later. And he leaves. And Sakura's like, yep, Naruto, you can't be eating. Your ass buckets, ha ha ha. And Sasuke's like, here. Like he holds the plate up to Naruto, like, eat some. Everybody's shocked because it's like, yo, you can't be giving him no food. But Sasuke understands, like, yo, we need all three of us to do this, and we need all three of us at our best. We don't need two of us and then one hungry ass person. And then Kakashi comes back like, you giving his ass food? You giving that hoe ass nigga some food? But it was a test. So Kakashi's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pass y'all. And then they passed the bell test because the bell test wasn't about the bells. Y'all are never gonna get these bells from me. You're children, idiots. But it's about that test right there. And a bunch of other students failed that and had to find a new teacher because Kakashi's like, I'm not teaching scrubs. And after they pass the bell test, they get assigned, I think, an A-ranked mission. And the missions go like S-ranked, A-ranked, B-ranked, C-ranked, and D-ranked. It's an A. I think it's an A because Kakashi him. They got to transport this dude to where he need to go. But he's an important dude and folks will want to kill him or at least take him for ransom and not. So we need y'all to make sure he's straight. So I forgot his name, but he's irrelevant to the story for real. They run into these dudes called the Demon Brothers. Looking back on it, they're great characters. They're cool. They look cool. But considering how the show grows and what happens, they're insanely weak. They make an attempt on the children, on Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto. Sasuke sees them, they launch them, and blah, 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 blah. Like they launch some blades at him, and Sasuke throws kunai and... Like oh my goodness. It was like a...
You are not him. You are not him.
I told a bitch I'm him, quit playing. Tryna ride with a boss, what bitch get in? I stay on the road like the Michelin man. Put an M on your head like a Michigan fan.
Naruto had been popping a lot of shit before and hyping himself up like he's that dude. Then when it happened, Naruto froze up. And so Sasuke do his thing. Kakashi comes back and finishes them both. Boom, 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 boom. It's over with. We're good. And then Sasuke drops some crazy heat like...
You're not hurt, are you? Scaredy cat.
Which, this is a kid's show, but in real life, what he said was, I smell bitch in here. And then Kakashi's like, my bad, dog. I ain't mean for you to get hurt. I just didn't think you were going to be such a hoe today. But my fault. It was crazy. So Naruto like gets kind of emotional low-key. He stabs his hand. But he's like, I promise, I'm never going to be on no hoe shit ever again. And then Kakashi's like, yeah, that's real. That's cool. Okay, cool. But wrap your hand up because you're going to bleed out. So he wraps it up, blah, 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 blah. Later on in their trip, they end up running into a dude called Zabuza. And Zabuza's like a crazy assassin, a crazy killer. He got like a sword that's taller than you. And it's like a jam up, yada, yada, yada. Kakashi's still the teacher. He's still him. He's still the top dude. But they have like a real fight. And then we see the Sharingan that Kakashi has. And Kakashi ends up getting trapped in a water bubble. And Kakashi can't breathe. So now it's up to Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. And Sasuke's on go. You know what I'm saying? He's prime. He's young Bron. He's brawny right now. Naruto freezes up a little bit, but he looks at his hand and sees the bandage and realizes, oh, my bad. I told myself I was never going to be on the whole shit. So he gets into action. And he has a cool thing he does with the shadow clone jutsu and the substitution jutsu. And bada bing, bada boom, they get Kakashi out. Kakashi and Zabuza fight. But long story short, they live to see another day. And then we get to Zabuza and Haku, it's a crazy duo for real deadly. And they want the dude that Naruto and the Team 7 are transporting. So it becomes Zabuza versus Kakashi, because Zabuza want his rematch with Kakashi. And then Haku versus Naruto and Sasuke, because y'all two can't handle me alone. So it's both of them versus Haku. And Haku puts him in like a ice igloo and just starts lighting them up. Like damn near every 10 seconds, just more needles, just shooting them up. And then at one point, it looks like he finna hurt something. So Sasuke just jumps in front of Naruto, and Naruto loses his mind. And it's one of the greatest shots in anime, and he drops a crazy line. You'll peep as we do this series more often. Naruto's one-liners are crazy, and his rage one-liners be it. And he drops the line. He's like, oh my God. And he really puts the hurting on Haku, who was putting the works on him and Sasuke for a minute. Kakashi and Zabuza are running, and it's competitive. But long story short, Naruto and Team 7, they take the dub. And then Naruto, he does this thing that he does a lot through the show. Talks to Zabuza. Zabuza start to cry, and And then Zabuza kind of goes out like a real G. After they finish the mission with Zabuza and everything's good. They end up going back to the village. But I really appreciate y'all for making it this far in the video. If you have, I hope you tune in for the next one, because the next one will be the tuning exams, and that's gonna go hard. But keep watching. I hope you're living good and stay safe.